What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are of course continuing with some more trade deadline rebuilds, as today we're going to be doing a Derrick White Boston Celtics rebuild. Before we get into the video though, guys, if you could leave a like on this video and of course subscribe if you are new here, it'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for that. So the Boston Celtics decided to make an acquisition of the trade deadline by trading Josh Richardson in a future first-round pick in order to get Derrick White from the San Antonio Spurs, which is an interesting move. I like Derrick White as a solid player, and it looks like the Celtics believed in Derrick White to be the guy they wanted to pair alongside Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, because Derrick White's on a pretty big contract, so he'll probably be here for quite some time. So what we want to do, of course, is just kind of see how the rest of the season goes with Derrick White now here on the Celtics, and see what else we can kind of make happen in the offseason. So if you take a look, it's Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Robert Williams. Derrick White is off the bench right now, and honestly, I kind of want to get Derrick White started. In his freedom, did he actually, I feel like he got released. Did he not? Or am I just going crazy? I don't know. But let's go ahead and take a look at Derrick White at point guard, because I kind of want to move him there. He actually goes up, so we're actually gonna move Derrick White to the point guard position. So Derrick White will be the point guard in this video, since he's the title of the video. So it'll be Derrick White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Robert Williams, like we mentioned, Marcus Smart, and like I said, I swear in his freedom got cut, but let me double check that. Okay, so weirdly enough, 2K has Daniel Tice on the roster, and of course Dennis Schroeder is gone, but they don't have Ennis Freedom off the team. So I guess that's interesting. He only is making $1 million though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut him. Obviously, I think the Houston Rockets have bought him out or whatever. But so it's Derrick White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, Robert Williams, Marcus Smart, Grant Williams, Ersan Ilyasova, and Daniel Tice to round off the rotation for the rest of the year. And I guess DJ Augustin is here at the 10th spot. Is DJ Augustin actually on the Boston Celtics? I did not know that. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the proficiency. 4.5 at balance, which is actually really solid. So let's go ahead and see if Derrick White makes this team even better than they already were. We already knew the Celtics are kind of really good in 2K. So let's just go ahead and see how this goes with Derrick White now joining the roster, and see if we can have some success with Derrick White being our third option to Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Wait, so the Rockets actually cut DJ Augustin, and I think 2K just put him on our roster. So never mind, I'm just being stupid. So regardless, this is how the season awards ended. So let's go take a look at our All-NBA teams. We ended up being the 5th seed in the East, which is great. Jason Tatum makes All-NBA second team. Here's your All-NBA third team, and your All-Defensive first team and All-Defensive second team, with Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown making it. And did Tatum make it too? No. Okay. Well, Derrick White, I think, is going to be a really good addition to this team going forward, hopefully. So he averaged 13 points. Hopefully we can kind of boost his shot tendency up maybe just a little bit more, and have him be like I said, a little bit better for us, and to be the kind of ball handler other than Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And then you got Al Horford's big contract that we could actually accept and maybe trade him away this offseason in order to bring in some other talent here. So I think we definitely have some options on improving the roster outside of just Derrick White, Brown, and Jason Tatum. I'm looking probably more for a power forward this offseason than anything. So playing the Milwaukee Bucks, let's go ahead and see if we can find a way to beat Milwaukee here. So we have Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, Chris Middleton, Giannis, Bobby Portis, Connaughton, Brook Lopez, and Serge Ibaka, who they acquired at the trade deadline as well. So like current round, and we are going to beat the Bucks in 5 games. So Miami ended up beating Cleveland, and then Miami and Boston, and they got Brooklyn and Toronto. All right, here we go. Miami Heat, Kyle Lowry, Oladipo, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Herro, Max Strus, and Omer. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can beat the Miami Heat. And no, we're going to lose in 7 in the second round. We got Miami and Brooklyn in the Eastern Conference Finals. Philadelphia and Miami faced up in the first round, and the Brooklyn Nets go on to win it all over the Utah Jazz in 7 games. Shout out to the Nets, man. Got Ben Simmons and went on to win it all. All right, let's go to the draft lottery, and let's go ahead and see what this is about to look like. So draft lottery time. We got Rockets, Thunder projected to get a lot of picks here, and then Portland Trailblazers projected the Pelicans pick, and the Blazers end up with number 2 and get the 10th pick via the Pelicans. So that would be a W for us Blazers fans if something like that happened, but obviously we're not talking about the Blazers today, so that doesn't really matter. Staff signing, let's go take a look at this. So you got Ime Udoka, which I'm comfortable keeping him around, and then let's go take a look at what else we need to fill out for this coaching staff, because we have quite a bit of staff positions we need to fill. So let's go make sure we get this all taken care of. We got Woolridge here, and then I want to get a shot doctor as well, Otis Newman. So if we can sign all 3 of them, actually if we don't get Otis Newman, it wouldn't totally hurt my feelings. His badge count wasn't that great anyway. So you know what, I'm gonna go with Eric Turner instead, and Otis Newman, you can go kick rocks for all I care. And then last but not least, I'll get we can get Bill Russell here. Obviously I know it's Rex Russell, but Bill Russell, welcome to the team. Let's go to the draft now. So on draft night, what we need to make happen, like I said, is we need to bring in some more talent around Tatum. And then I was about to say Embiid for some reason. Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So now we got Robert Williams, who I do like. I'm not sure if I love him as my starting center, but I think we can roll with it for now. Obviously, awesome inside defensively wise. Marcus Smart's Jordan Numbers contract is something I wouldn't mind getting rid of. And then we have like Daniel Theis's contract. So there's definitely some ways we can, even up some money. And honestly, we can move this roster however we want. I want to keep Derrick White at the point guard, but obviously I can definitely move Jaylen Brown to small forward. I can move Tatum to power forward. So we could either really acquire a power forward, a shooting guard, or even a small forward. So basically, we're kind of looking at one of those three positions. Probably keep Robert Williams as starting center for now, but I do want to get an upgrade at one of those three positions I just mentioned and kind of see if there's anything around the league that makes sense as far as acquiring one of those positions to make our Boston Celtics roster even better here. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props website that allows you to go over or unders on NBA players. That way you watch the game and have a lot of fun with it. So for example, this is what it would look like on desktop. Also kind of looks like this obviously on your phone, but you just simply pick 2, 3, 4, 5 players, however many you want to choose. And you just simply click over, under, whatever you want to do. And then you can either 3 times your money, 5 times your money, even 10 times your money, as long as you get all 4 right. Even if you wanted to do power plays or flex plays, it really does not matter. Either way, it works out however you want it to. So if you guys want to join Prize Picks, the link's in the description. Use my promo code Crushables when you sign up. So actually the first move I want to make, which has actually been kind of a real life rumor a little bit, is Marcus Smart from Malik Beasley. Minnesota's been very heavily interested in Marcus Smart. So we do this because we get off Marcus Smart's contract way earlier, obviously with Malik Beasley, and I do like Malik Beasley as well coming over here, shooting 36% from 3. Just another, spot up shooter for Jason Tatum and Embiid to kick it out to. Marcus Smart's actually not too bad, obviously shooting 37% from 3 and 27% from 3 and 37% from the field, at least in 2K. So let's just go ahead and offer the swap real quick. They want my 2023 unprotected. I don't think I can get behind that. One thing I can do to you though is maybe you could take Daniel Theis. No, I can't. Okay. I will offer my 2nd round pick and maybe like another 2nd, but I can't get behind trading a 1st. I'm sorry. And they still want my 2024. I can't do the 1st, man. I do not want to trade a 1st. I mean, I get maybe why we trade a 1st. They want 4 seconds. Wait, that's 5 2nd round picks from Malik Beasley. We do this to get off Marcus Smart's contract. Seriously, I don't know if we should do something like this. This might be a little too out of left field, low key. That's 5 2nd round picks. We're almost just better off trading one of the 1st, honestly. I don't know, man. We get Jordan McLaughlin, thrown into it as well. But we're not giving up the 1st in this scenario. But giving up 5 seconds seems a little excessive. But we keep our 1st. You know what? I'm gonna do it. We're gonna go ahead and get Malik Beasley. One of the weirder trades I've ever done in 2K, and I've done a lot of rebuilds. So yeah, it's a little funky there. All right, let's go ahead and move. Now that we got Malik Beasley, we can move Jaylen Brown to small forward, and then we can move Jason Tatum down to power forward. So not Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Boom, just like that. That's how it's gonna look. Derrick White, Malik Beasley at the 2, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and it'll probably be Robert Williams. But then we're gonna probably accept Al Horford's contract and use it in some type of trade. Obviously, we no longer have a draft pick. Let's go to player options. So I'm gonna weirdly enough accept Al Horford's 26 million, and I'm gonna try to trade it to someone. I don't know who's gonna take it, but we're gonna use that 26 million. We didn't trade a single 1st, so maybe we could use our 1st in this trade and try to acquire someone. So I do want to use my mid-level as well. You have Peyton Pritchard, McLaughlin, which is great. Malik Beasley, Aaron Naismith, and then Al Horford. Grant Williams is literally the only, power forward or only bench player I really like right now. Peyton Pritchard's not too bad either. And we also have Daniel Theis's contract. So Peyton Pritchard's all right. So maybe we don't need a backup point guard necessarily, but we could definitely use some backup wings everywhere else. So you got Kevin Porter Jr. out here for some reason. I don't know why the Rockets would cut him. Edmund Summer, Gary Harris. What else do we got? Jeremy Lamb, Kenrich Williams. So any of those guys, you know what? We're going to actually go for Kenrich Williams, who's for some reason out here. So we're going to offer Kenrich Williams a very cheap contract and bring him into Boston, be our backup small forward. And then everything else is probably going to have to come via trade, low key. So Aaron Baines can bring back to Boston, but we're not going to do that. We're actually going to end up trading away Al Horford, and probably will actually end up trading away Daniel Theis as well. So we're going to make a couple trades here just to further solidify this roster a little bit, and let's see if we can make something happen. The next trade we're going to be making is sending Al Horford in a lottery protected 2024 pick over to the Indiana Pacers for Buddy Hield to come over and be our brand new bench player, bench shooting guard, bench small forward, whatever you want it to. I'm probably going to move him back to shooting guard. where I think he belongs. He's going to actually go down, which is kind of bizarre to me because he's 6'4". So we'll probably end up changing that. But Derrick White, Peyton Pritchard. Now it's Buddy Hield off the bench, which is just great. Love him as a shooter. And like I said, another guy who could definitely take some pressure off Jaylen Brown and Tatum when we need him to. Kenrich Williams off the bench, Grant Williams, Jason Tatum, and of course Daniel Tice is still the center here, which I'll probably just leave for now. So just like that, we've low-key kind of acquired quite a bit of contracts here. Buddy Hield's contract is obviously kind of big, but we ended up flipping out Horford in a pick to get Buddy Hield, which I feel pretty good about. So the Pacers walk away with the pick while we get Buddy Hield to be a really solid bench player for us. So low-key, I kind of love the moves we've made this offseason. Could they have been better? Maybe, but I am excited. Let's go to player progression and kind of see how this is going to look now. So Tatum and Embiid, or why do I keep saying Embiid? Tatum and Jaylen Brown is all we really need. Derrick White and Malik Beasley. Buddy Hield does go down a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate, but I still like him as the backup shooting guard, obviously. So one thing I do want to check on is Tatum and Brown's shot tendency, which is great. I actually want to boost Derrick White's shot tendency up just because, like I said, he is the third option here now, basically. So we'll have that boosted up. Malik Beasley will boost up a little bit. And then I want Buddy Hield's boosted like a 71 or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and roll forward with this brand new Boston Celtics looking roster. Derrick White, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. Let's see what we can make happen in this next season. The starting five is going to look like this. It's going to be Derrick White, Malik Beasley, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, Kenrich Williams, Buddy Hield, Peyton Pritchard, and Grant Williams. I'm actually just going to run a 9-man rotation this year. That means Aaron Naismith is on the outside looking in, which is a little unfortunate, but it's still another asset we kind of have at our disposal. And we're still a 4.5 balance system. So Derrick White comes over, makes our system pretty decent. Now, I will say there's also pretty much the great option of potentially making a trade at the trade deadline if we very well want to. That is still very much an option because we have a lot of good contracts here that we could potentially trade away and acquire maybe a stud shooting guard. Who knows? We'll try to make something happen potentially, but I like what we have right now. And I kind of want to just see if this roster can succeed without doing anything. Like I said, I like how this looks. So hopefully we get to the trade deadline and we don't really need to do anything and we can just keep simulating and hope for this roster to be a top team in the East. The 2K has decided to play a little bit of games with me because at the trade deadline, we were literally the 3rd seed. So I'm like, you know what? I don't think we really need to do anything. Let's just keep simulating. And then, yeah, we ended up as the 7th seed. So pretty unfortunate circumstances, but I think the Eastern Conference was relatively close. It is going to suck. Obviously, if we get eliminated in the play-in, I will feel very disappointed in myself, but we'll kind of see if that happens to us. Hopefully it does not. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at our player stats, and we get to play the Atlanta Hawks. So go take a look at the player stats real quick. We end up as a 7th seed, so at least we have, you know, the ability to not get eliminated in one game. But 30 points from Jason Tatum, 20 from Jaylen Brown, 15 from Derrick White, 14 from Malik Beasley, who was actually really solid, and 13 from Buddy Hield. So honestly, like I said, I kind of like the supporting cast we kind of had in a way. Maybe it could be a little bit better, but I do like the additions of Malik Beasley and Buddy Hield as 2 spot-up shooters who could really, like I said, definitely open up the floor a little bit for Mr. Tatum and Mr. Jaylen Brown. So love those 2 additions, but let's go ahead and see what we can do here against Atlanta. Hopefully we don't have to deal with not making it, simulate, and we end up making the playoffs. W. So now we get to play Milwaukee Bucks, which we beat them in the first round last year, I think, if I remember correctly. So can we do it again? Derrick White, Malik Beasley, Jaylen Brown, Tatum versus Giannis, Middleton, Drew Holiday, and Bobby Portis, not to mention. Summoning current round, and we are going to... We're down 3-2. Can we even it up? Yes, we can. We're going to a game 7. I'm going to go Simcast with this one. Game 7 against Milwaukee. This is all for, this is for it all. Mr. Jason Tatum, I need you to show up and do that 70-point thing you did for me a long time ago, if you remember. So if you could dig deep and drop 70 on the Milwaukee Bucks here in this important game 7, I'd greatly appreciate it. It is back and forth, and we lose 115 and 120. Did Tatum at 36, Giannis and Middleton at 28, and everyone else just kind of disappeared. We really needed help. 115 to 120, and we get eliminated in 7 to the Milwaukee Bucks. So as good as this roster was, the 76ers go on to win it all with Joel Embiid, and I assume James Harden still. Yeah, James Harden's still there as well. All right, man. I think this has got to be our last offseason. We got to figure it out. We got to put it all together here. We got to make something happen. I love most of our roster, but there is going to be the ability to upgrade. I think Buddy Hield is gone. As much as I loved his services, that 20 million could come in handy. Head coach, we'll leave that all the same. I guess we could go get ourselves a post defensive coach, and boom, that's all we need this offseason as far as upgrades. Let's go to draft night now. So on draft night, if we get to the draft, let's go ahead and take a look at what this is about to look like now. So it's Buddy Hield's contract. We have Daniel Tice, McLaughlin, and we also have the 19th pick in the draft. All right, we just got to throw it out there. Buddy Hield, Daniel Tice, and number 19. What can that get me on the open market? Terrence Mann, Evan Fournier, Travion Williams, Tim Hardaway, Ricky Rubio, Ben McLemore, and a first, and Kevon Looney and Marcus Smart, which I don't want, obviously. So I'll go ahead and take a look myself since 2K doesn't want to throw me any good offers. So I'm actually going to try to get Malcolm Brogdon from the Indiana Pacers. It's kind of weird because we got Buddy Hield last season, but Malcolm Brogdon obviously more of an upgrade over Buddy Hield. So Buddy Hield for Malcolm Brogdon, obviously a swap of just that is not going to get it done, but we'll offer a 19th pick and see if they accept it. They do not. What about our 2027 pick? They do not agree to that either. And then, hey, I also have Jordan McLaughlin in here that might interest you. And they agree. Just like that, we got Malcolm Brogdon to come over and immediately be a great addition to the team. I love the addition of Malcolm Brogdon. And we can move him to shooting guard probably, and he'll stay just fine. I think he used to play shooting guard in Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, it's kind of been a point guard ever since. I think I want to re-sign Malik Beasley as the sixth man. I like Kenrich Williams. We can bring him back as well. Grant Williams, Tatum, and then I still love Robert Williams, obviously, as well. We don't have a draft pick anymore with bringing in Malcolm Brogdon, which was going to be our big addition. I'm going to accept Malik Beasley's team option. We want Grant Williams back, so let's make sure we get that man back. And then last but not least, for free agency, Grant Williams. And then is there anything else I can do? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. We need to back up a lot of things. So we have Grant Williams. So let's go look at small forward. Again, I wouldn't mind getting Kenrich Williams back, but he might be too expensive now. Let's go ahead and take a look if we could potentially bring him back. He wants $7 million, and I think I could get... No, I cannot actually. So we cannot bring back Kenrich Williams. He's not going to accept that. Damn, that's unfortunate. Well, let's see what we can get. Terrence Ross, Jeremy Lamb. So Terrence Ross, I mean, it's cool off the bench, but he's going to go down overall. Cody Zeller, Jeremiah Robinson Earl is out here. And actually, you know what? We're going to offer Jeremiah Robinson Earl a contract who got released. So we'll sign him. And then, again, we are going to be waiting on Grant Williams to come back as well. So Jeremiah Robinson Earl, welcome to the team. Andre Roberson, I haven't seen that name in a while. We'll offer Grant Williams a contract to be our backup power forward for this next season. And then, is there anything else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we roll with Naismith maybe? I mean, we technically could. Let's do it. Let's roll with Naismith and give him a chance. So Brogdon, Derrick White, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Does that lead to anything good this next season? Derrick White does not move. Robert Williams is up 3. Tatum's up 2. And I don't think anyone else is going down overall. So the bench still isn't fantastic, but I do like Malik Beasley off the bench. So here we go, man. Season number 3. We brought in Malcolm Brogdon to just help as another player to take even more pressure off Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Let's go ahead and see if this will lead to anything. Last season, I thought we had a legit chance, and then we just slipped in the standings. But right now, 2K has us sitting at power ranking number 1. So maybe they really believe in us this year. Derrick White, Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Robert Williams. I love that backcourt, low-key. Brogdon and Derrick White. I feel like those two could get scrappy out there. Brown, Tatum, Robert Williams. I love how this looks defensively. I love it. 4.5 balance still. What about defense? I feel like this would be great fit defensively. Is Brogdon not that great of a defender like I think he is? Am I overrating him too much? Because he is not a good fit at all in the system. So, whatever. Let's go ahead and summarize this season. And let's go ahead and see if we can make it to the playoffs and be a top seed this time like I've been wanting to. All right, so we got our wish. We finished up as the 3rd seed in the East, but that doesn't mean anything if you can't go deep in the postseason. So hopefully this year is our year and we can try to go deep as possible in the postseason. That's what she said. But let's go ahead and get into the playoffs here, and let's see how this is going to look. So we're playing the Toronto Raptors here in round 1. We have 23 points from Tatum, 22 from Jaylen Brown, 17 from Beasley, 16 and 15. So like I said, I think we've taken a lot of pressure off Jason Tatum. He doesn't have to relatively go out there and average 36 points per game or anything like that in the postseason. We definitely have some pressure taken off of him here. So yeah, I mean, we've seen this Tatum and Brown thing quite a bit. So this year it definitely has to lead to some type of success. Hopefully we're able to accomplish that feat. All right, man. Playing the Toronto Raptors. Fred VanVleet, Delano Banton, Scotty Barnes, Siakam, Montrezl Harrell, OG Anunoby, EJ Liddell, Kim Birch, and Precious Chua. And we do need to do a Montrezl Harrell Hornets rebuild as well. So that'll be fun when we get to that. But here we go. Somebody playing the Toronto Raptors. Hopefully do not get eliminated in round 1. That is one thing I'm wishing for. Somebody current round, and we are going to be up 3-2, and we're going to a game 7 in round 1 again. All right, here we go, man. Can we please take care of business, 2K? Let's get to the second round in this video, please. This is going to be the last season, or at least I planned on it. And 2K is going to do this to me, aren't they? It is not looking good for us. So Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is never going to lead to anything, I guess. I feel like every time I've done a Celtics rebuild in the past, we've definitely won a championship. And today, I've just have failed that goal for you guys. Toronto beats us in round 1 in 7, and we got Brooklyn as the 8th seed going on to win it all. John Morant's your Finals VP. I feel like I got to run this back one more time. I am so disappointed in that. So I'm not going to do anything to the roster. I'm going to literally keep it the same. I'm running it back though. I don't care. I'm not ending it on that. So we are back like we never left, but this time we are in this play-in tournament. All right, 7th seed in the East. I mean, this year it didn't really go to plan, I guess. Derrick White 15, 14 for Brogdon 10. I mean, the team, like I said, is really the same. System is still a 4.5 balanced system. So can we beat the Pistons? No, we cannot. And if we lose here, and actually, hey, we made it to the playoffs. So we beat the Miami Heat. W. All right. Charlotte Hornets are in front of us. Miles Bridges, Andre Drummond, Keegan Murray. I mean, I've seen plenty of 8th seeds beat me before. So can we do that and return the favor? And we are going to, hey, let's get it. We return the favor. We beat the 1st seeded Charlotte Hornets. Now we get to play the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton, man, that just looks great there. Miles Turner, Chris Duarte, Jalen Smith trade, man. Honestly, I feel like we just beat a lot better of a team. Hopefully 2K helps me out with that, and we are going to go to the East Conference Finals as a damn 8th seed. All right, now we're playing the Hawks. Trae Young, Herter, Andrew Wiggins, John Collins, Capella, Mo Bamba, and Jalen Johnson. Game 1, we're up 1-0. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, we're up 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? Yes. Can we beat them in 5? As the 8th seed, we are in the NBA Finals. That is what I am talking about. Play the Memphis Grizzlies. Although they have a really good team. Jalen Durant, Vucevic, Bronny James, Zaire Williams, Okoro, and John Morant. All right, here we go. Game 1. We're down to 1-0. We even it up, though, actually. 2-1. Can we even it up? Yes, we can. Can we go up 3-2? Yes, we can. Can we beat them at 6? Let's freaking go, baby. Let's freaking. That's how you go from the 8th seed and win a championship. Win from the play-in tournament and won it all. That's what you love to see. That's what you love to see. All right, guys, I'm going to end it off on that for sure. I mean, I definitely almost ended it off last year. I'm glad we didn't because we just had an historical comeback with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Derrick White for the foreseeable future. Let me know what you guys think about that. And if you love the trade of the Celtics getting Derrick White, or if you hated it because you didn't feel like you should have given up the draft pick. Let me know, guys. Thank you for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.